Hello all, I am Amol Chaudhary from the Department of ENTC Engineering of AISSMS IOIT Pune. In this video, I am discussing flow diagram of stop and wait protocol from the subject Computer Networks and Security. In stop and wait protocol, we use sequence number to the packets. The sequence numbers are based on modulo 2 arithmetic, that is, packet can have number 0 or 1. Also, in stop and wait protocol, the acknowledgement number always announces in modulo 2 arithmetic, and it is the sequence number of the next packet expected from the sender. So in case number 1 of flow diagram of stop and wait protocol, let us assume that sender has sent packet 0 to the receiver. Immediately sender will also start the timer associated with itself. Now receiver, upon receiving the packet 0, will check the checksum which is included by the sender in the packet 0. If the checksum is correct, then receiver assumes that that packet has arrived, that is sound and safe, and it will keep the packet 0. If the checksum is incorrect, then receiver will simply discard the packet. In this case, let us assume that the checksum is correct and receiver has accepted the particular packet 0. Then receiver will send the acknowledgement to the sender with the sequence number 1, which is the next packet expected from the sender. If this acknowledgement comes before the timeout expires, then we consider that the transmission is successful and sender has received the acknowledgement whether the packet 0 that it has transmitted has been successfully received. In the case number 2 of flow diagram, now let us assume that sender has sent the packet number 1 and also simultaneously it has started the timer associated with itself. But suppose in the path of traveling the packet 1 is lost, and before the timeout expire, since the packet has not been received at the receiver side, receiver will not send any particular acknowledgement, and due to which acknowledgement does not been received at the sender side before the timeout expires, senders assume that the packet that it has sent may not be reached to the receiver. So sender will again resend the packet number 1. Now this time receiver has successfully received the packet number 1, and then it will send acknowledgement with the sequence number 0, which indicates that receiver is expecting next packet with sequence number 0. If this acknowledgement comes within the timer expires, then sender comes to know that the receiver has received the packet successfully. So over here sender has to keep the copy of the packet which it has sent until the acknowledgement is received from the receiver side. Now in case number 3, suppose sender has sent the packet 0 to the receiver. Receiver, upon receiving this packet number and as well as at the same time sender has started the timer. Receiver, upon receiving this particular packet, will send an acknowledgement in the form of the next sequence number packet, that is 1. But suppose that acknowledgement is lost in the path and sender has not received the particular acknowledgement of the packet that it has sent to the receiver before the timeout expires. So sender assumes that the packet that it has sent has not been received by the receiver, but actually in this case receiver has received the particular packet, but the acknowledgement that receiver has sent, it has been lost. So at this particular moment sender will restart the timer and it will send the packet again. Receiver, upon receiving this packet, will come to know that this packet is being duplicated, and it will come to know that that acknowledgement that it has sent is lost. So receiver will discard the packet 0 which is actually being duplicated, and then it will again send the acknowledgement for the packet that it has previously received with the acknowledgement number 1, that is the next sequence number of the packet expected from the sender. And upon receiving this acknowledgement, before the timeout expires, sender will come to know that the packet that it has sent has been received successfully. So in stop and wait protocol, sender has to keep the copy of the packet that it has sent till it will receive the acknowledgement from the receiver for the packet that it has sent. Stop and wait protocol do not have the pipelining concept because sender has to wait till the acknowledgement comes for the respective packet it has sent. More information about stop and wait protocol can be read from the book Baron Frozen, Data Communication and Networking, 5th edition. I hope you have understood the flow diagram of stop and wait protocol. Thank you.